What's up, peeps? We have some breaking news fresh off the press with Diddy Combs' son being served with assault papers and also more arrests from Diddy's associates.
Diddy to be charged in the murder of Tupac Shakur. Sources are indicating that even if he does beat the trafficking charges and multiple assault charges, he still has another case to fight in Las Vegas for Tupac's death. According to federal insiders, Diddy has been suffering from withdrawals, depression, and meeting with jail therapists daily. Combs has been cooperating with prosecutors and giving out names of some of the A-list stars found on the freak-off tapes. Snoop Dogg, Jennifer Lopez, Justin Bieber, and more are some of the celebrities that were found on the tapes during Diddy's mansion raid by Homeland Security.
Now, peeps, it appears everybody in the Diddy crew is going down. Earlier this year, his son Christian Combs, aka Diddy Jr., was accused by a woman of sexual assault. Now, the woman has filed a lawsuit and officially served Christian with the papers. According to In Touch Weekly, Christian was served while staying at his dad's infamous Miami mansion. Now, this is the same exact one that was raided by the feds earlier this year. The woman, Grace O'Marque, is suing Christian for assault, battery, sexual assault, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. In 2022, Grace said she was hired to work as a staff on a yacht that Diddy rented for a party. She assumed it was just a regular job until the party began, and it gave off extreme freak-off vibes. Now, Grace claims most of the patrons were alleged sex workers, and she was exposed to a lot of sex and drugs she was not prepared to see. Now, while working, she claims Christian took a liking to her and constantly pressured her to do sexual things with him, despite her being on the boat for just work. Now, she claims he grabbed her arm and forced her to sit next to him while they were in the studio on the yacht. She claims he forced her to drink alcohol despite her constant refusal. She even claimed that Christian forced her into a room and then he stripped naked, showing her his bulge. He then tried to force her to give him sloppy toppy, but she said luckily someone entered the room, so he had to stop. Now, Grace was quite scared and realized she was in a very dangerous situation. Grace was also feeling the effect of the tequila shots and quickly suspected that the tequila was spiked. Now, Grace tried to tell her boss, but he dismissed her and tried to make it seem like Grace wanted to participate in the actions. She eventually went on to lose her job and lost a long-term relationship that she was in. Grace claims she has evidence of her denying Christian's advances on recording. Now, it's definitely not surprising that the apple doesn't fall very far from the tree. Just like father, like son. It appears that he could have a cell right next to his dad, and with Diddy cutting them all off, I wonder how Christian is going to be able to afford the lawsuit. Now, the diddler is making some serious demands to his kids from behind the bars of Brooklyn MDC or remain cut off from his fortune.
Fuck them kids. Fuck the kids?
Now, since the disgraced rap mogul has been locked down, things are falling apart day by day for Diddy's kids. Justin Combs, Diddy's adopted kid, was sued for missed payments on a Bentley owing more than $190,000.
Damn! What did you pay for this?
A lawyer representing Porsche Leasing Ltd. revealed the lawsuit brought against Justin, age 30, is in the process of being resolved. Now, early this week, the company had asked the court to grant a default judgment against Justin in the amount of $190,226.25.
Then you cut off.
Now, that's a whole lot of missed payments. Now, had it been a buy here, pay here, they would have been disabled the vehicle and repoed that bit overnight. But I'm guessing they couldn't get through the gates of the Miami mansion, perhaps. Now, it's alleged that Diddy cut Justin ass off right when he got locked up and stopped bankrolling his lifestyle.
From now on, you're on your own.
But Diddy didn't stop there. It's being reported that he threatened to cut all his children off if they didn't come to the internet and try to clear his name. Now, I definitely believe this because look how he intimidated all of the witnesses in his indictment and also paid off the hotel staffers to try and make the Cassie video disappear.
Hey, glisten.
Oh, we got going on right here.
Hey, yo, black face, black on.
Oh, man.
This
Hold
is a
on.
family thing.
Hold on.
I designed this myself. You can't go into a store and you can't go into a store
buy
and
it.
buy it. You
Can't
gotta
get
you gotta go work with Rolex and you gotta understand, you know what I'm saying, the formula. This is a certain formula that's to it, you know what I'm saying?
I see the detail.
I'm keeping my tag on. I created it for my family as my family jewel. There's different family jewels that every royal family has. And so this the part of the Combs family jewels. You only see it on us. You know what I'm saying? Like to everybody else, you can't go buy this. You can't make it. It'll be a fraud. You gotta have Combs on your last name and Combs in your blood. You know what I'm saying? He's a made man. It's the black face you ain't never seen before.
So this black on
here. Everything's black on.
Everything's
black on.
Yeah, happy birthday, Glow.
Happy birthday, Glow. He's arrived. Yeah, let's do it. He's arrived.
Play that.
He's also going at his kids to make some shake. Now, apparently, he got Quincy shook as well, his other kid that is not biologically his, but yet the only father Quincy ever knew. Now, this morning, he made a desperate attempt to keep the deposits going into his bank account by making a post on IG and attempting to exonerate his father, and people weren't feeling it. Though it's normal for children to defend their parents, but this one read opportunist all over it. He said, "This past month has devastated our family. Many have judged both him and us based on accusations, conspiracy theories, and false narratives that have spiraled into absurdity on social media. We stand united, supporting you every step of the way. We hold on to the truth, knowing it will prevail, and nothing will break the strength of our family. We miss you and love you, Dad."
And you're still going to jail.
Now, it's ironic that Quincy mentioned in there, "We are supporting you, Dad, every step of the way." Of course, you got to be supporting him because he's threatening to cut y'all spoiled asses off. And not only that, allegedly, a lot of those FO parties were actually done by the kids and not just Diddy.
You know, I think they're not telling the whole truth, is that because of the situation in Miami and the situation in California, and they closed the clubs like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. or something like that, that Justin and Christian was bringing big vans of girls and people back to the mansion and giving parties and stuff like that. And a lot of those stuff were their parties. A lot of that shit was their parties. They wasn't always Puff parties. It was his son's parties.
Now, 7 new civil lawsuits actually have been filed against Diddy, including 2 from accusers who say they were minors at the time they were allegedly drugged and assaulted by the music producer. Now, for the first time in a year-long wave of litigation against Combs, other celebrities are cited and accused of participating in an alleged assault, though they are not identified by name. In a lawsuit filed by one Jane Doe, she states she was only 13 in 2000 when she was invited by a limo driver to attend a MTV Music Awards after party thrown by Diddy in New York City. After consuming the beverage, Jane Doe's complaint states that she felt drowsy and she looked for a place to lay down. Now, Combs, joined by an unnamed male celebrity and an unnamed female celebrity, came into the bathroom where she was resting. They indicated, "You are ready to party," Combs told Jane Doe, according to her complaint. The unnamed male celebrity proceeded to grape Doe, her lawsuit states, while Combs and the unnamed female celebrity sat back and watched. Now, Combs then graped Doe as the 2 other celebrities watched, according to her lawsuit. Now, when reached for comment, representatives for Diddy referred CNN to a previous statement from his attorneys in which they denied the allegations in 6 other lawsuits filed last week. They're saying Mr. Diddy and his legal team have full confidence in the facts, their legal defenses, and the integrity of the judicial process. The newest lawsuits, 5 of which were filed in a federal court in New York and 2 in New York Superior Court on Monday, include allegations of rape, sexual assault, sexual harassment, battery or false imprisonment by Diddy between 2000 and 2022 in New York, LA, and Vegas. Now, all of the alleged incidents occurred at parties that were allegedly hosted by Diddy. 3 plaintiffs are women and 4 are men, submitted as either Jane Doe or John Doe. All but one alleged they were actually drugged by Diddy. Now, another accuser states in his claim that he was only 17 years old and an aspiring artist in 2022 when he was allegedly drugged at a party where he was actually assaulted by Diddy, who offered him a drink and assured Doe that he could make him a star. Now, Monday's lawsuits against Diddy, filed last week by Houston-based attorney Tony Busby and co-counsel Andrew Van Arsdale, who previously said they were representing at least 120 alleged victims of Combs, including minors. Now, as it currently stands at this point, Diddy is looking up to 15 years to life if he is convicted of all the above charges, and I definitely feel like they're gonna throw the book at Diddy. They're not gonna shave off no type of time. They want this man way too bad. So you guys, let me know how you feel about this, man. How do y'all feel about his kids, man, trying to secure that bag and make sure Pop is not fully cutting them off? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the videos, share these videos, and I'm gonna peep y'all on the next one. Holla. Can't get enough? Make sure you go ahead and click on the video that's currently on your screen right now. And don't forget to subscribe to the Lionel B Show and also Lionel B Stories.